Hi there, Jasper here and welcome to my CSS course. In this course, we will take your skills from beginner to advanced. All the major concepts will be discussed and in the end, you should be able to build all sorts of pretty websites using what you've learned from this course. Now I want to discuss what we need to know before we start, and that is basic HTML. But if you don't know anything about it yet, then please go and check my tutorial about HTML. Why do we need to learn CSS? In one word, beauty. It makes our website beautiful. Whereas our HTML gives structure to our content, CSS is all about how we present the content to our user. Kinda like when we build a house, a basic house without paint or anything is our basic HTML, while applying colors and design is done through CSS. And so, I think learning CSS is about one of the more underrated things that you can do. Because a lot of times, particularly for people who comes from a programming background like Java or C#, and they are doing backend programming, they tend to forget to properly learn CSS and they just go ahead and grab a library like Bootstrap. Now, don't get me wrong, Bootstrap is good and it works, but only up to a certain degree. Ultimately, it becomes self-limiting and the website you can do tends to look alike. And I am reminded of this meme by SpongeBob. So, don't turn yourself into a meme by refusing to learn CSS. Learn CSS with me now. Alright, let's begin. Let's begin with this question. What is CSS? CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and CSS controls presentation of HTML. Presentation means color, background, fonts, and all kinds of things related to aesthetics. Okay, enough introduction. Let's now go and immediately learn CSS. So now on my Visual Studio, I'm gonna create a folder, name this 01 intro, and then create an HTML file, index.html. And if you're wondering what Visual Studio is, then just go ahead and go to code.visualstudio.com and download. And this is gonna be the code editor that we will be using from now on. Okay, I'm gonna create a skeleton HTML file here. Then I'm gonna collapse this to get some space and add some HTML code. Lorem 5 should be enough. Copy them and then I'm gonna click on go live. So as you can see, the paragraph is now displayed on our browser. Now, how do we add CSS to these HTML tags? The first way is through something called Inline CSS, and it's done through the tag attribute style, right? So you put attribute style there and then the CSS commands here, color red, and see, that's what happens. CSS is applied to a particular tag. In this case, the first paragraph became red. So I'm gonna add here a comment, inline CSS. However, there's a problem here. If you'll notice, we are forced to style our paragraphs one by one. So since we have 4 paragraphs here, then we have to do that in order for all of them to turn red, which is not really ideal because if we have a very large page, it would be really tedious. And what if we wanted to change this into green, for example? And don't worry about this. I'll explain what color is later. So if you want to change something to green, then we need to change everything, which is error prone. See, I had an error there. And so the inline CSS isn't really used that much. Rather, we can use something called the internal CSS, which is the second way. The first thing is on the head portion of the HTML, you need to add a style tag like so. And in here, you need to choose the HTML code that you want to style. So I'm gonna remove all of this first. I'm gonna add H1 and then maybe H2, introduction. So we need to select the HTML tags that we are gonna style. So for example, I want to select H1 there, and then you need to add open and close curly braces. Then let's see, color red again. Okay, so it got selected. And the beauty of this is you can select P. Notice I added P, and it would mean that all the paragraph tags inside here will be selected also. I'm gonna add the color red to paragraphs again, or maybe blue. See, this is what happens. As we can see, it's apparent the inline CSS has priority over the internal CSS. In case both of them has the same style, the inline CSS will have priority. Okay? But all the other paragraphs turn blue because I selected it. Alright, for the third way, we can add a file here called style.css, and then I'm gonna move the styling there. The third way is called the external file, external CSS. So if you'll notice, all the stylings disappeared, right? Because it's now on style.css. So in this case, we need to link them together, right? So link rel style sheet. Then the href would contain the relative path of the file. In this case, it's CSS. And if I save this, the styling was applied. Alright, so those are the 3 ways to use CSS. For this course, we will be using internal CSS just because I don't want to switch between HTML and the CSS file. But in practice, we almost always use the external CSS. Alright? So this is for the introduction. We have a lot of things to talk about and we have a lot of topics to tackle. So anyway, bye-bye, take care, and I hope to see you on the next episode.